when it comes down to Idonia, you see me, you know, I always try to run the negativity, but when a time, give me my glory. When I always want to try hide it.
On behalf of the promoters and myself, I'd like to apologize.
I don't give a not about a guy's personal life. You know what I mean? Just don't clown out this.
From me, I live life for the wickedest thing that I go through in a life, brother.
Welcome, it's not radio, it's Levels with Kshema. I'm there with another quick review video. Make sure you check out the Levels podcast on Sundays right here on the channel. And before we get tonight, you know the shreps. Big up to the Levels community. Thank you to our new subscribers. And if it's your first time checking in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Be a part of the Levels community. So after a successful show at the UBS Arena in New York last weekend with a stellar lineup, dancehall DJ Idonia, I make it known say a full-time people put respect on him name. Check the levels.
New York, New York. What you praying, man? Rain a fall, you know. So you know about that. The blessings, you see it? The blessings. So what you praying now? UBS last night. I say big up Father God. Firstly, and you make it possible, you see me? Secondly, I say big up the fans there. Because for the 20 years, when they did it right through, a fight with me and a fight for me. So big up the fans there. You see me? Because Uno make that boy last night. You see it? Then I say big up all of the artists there. Every single artist. But then last night, I met the night just epic and just crazy. You see, every single artist. What you pre now? I want to think more kind of talk about, you see me? See, I see over the years, dog, you know, we don't always try to run the negativity when it comes down to Idonia. You see me? We don't always try to run the negativity, but when a time, give me my glory. When I always want to try hide it. Hide the glory, I don't want to write the story. You know them type of way there? You see me? So after 20 years, brother, if we don't still a fight, Idonia and fight what we are do and just fight the greatness, bro. You never got argue with you. Gotta go with you. You hear that? Fourth J. UBS Arena, give thanks. Madam Bad. That's all.
Definitely have to big up Idonia on the success of his show celebrating his 20th anniversary in dancehall. And you know, later on in the review, we're going to feature some of the highlights. So make sure you stay tuned and watch the entire review for that. But do you agree with Idonia? Do you think after 2 decades in dancehall, that's 20 years of maintaining relevance, also being responsible for helping Governor get his big break, you feel like Idonia get the respect and credit him deserve? Hit up the comments and share your thoughts. Now, Idonia is undoubtedly one of our top lyricists, but for years we see fans criticize him for being lazy and inconsistent until him revealed the shocking passing of his son. And that's when we all realize what Idonia and his family was privately going through with their son. For the first time since losing his son, Idonia in a recent interview with The Fix shared how the tragic loss and talks from fans about him being lazy affected him. Check the levels.
Like when I came reason more time I say, yo, me no wish this for nobody. You know them type of way there. Because trust me, bro, like from me I live life for the wickedest thing that I go through in a life, brother. You know that way, because anybody will know Sheldon, know what Khalif meant. Yeah. And still mean to the day to me, you know, because I'm a reason that my purpose. You know. The reason why me's a different man today. The reason why I cannot talk so different today are him. You know that type of way there, because he make me look upon life and view life like different. You know them way there, brother? Yeah. You know that I like real love, bro. And I tell a brother what I go through, bro.
Yeah.
Brother, me Me no wish that upon no man, brother.
Jaja, that definitely has to be one of the hardest things for a parent deal with. In fact, in another interview with Yendi on her Odyssey series, Idonia revealed that Gramps Morgan was very supportive to him and his family during that time. So, make we just big up Gramps Morgan for that in a real way. Because it just good for know say a fellow entertainer could be there for Idonia and his family in a major way without posting or sharing anything on social media for clout, because we know that's the era we are living in now. Speaking of social media, Idonia also addressed why him don't like interviews and even avoid using social media to dispel false narratives. Check the levels.
Most of the times, like interviews just negative. You know, the type of way they, you know, most of the time they ask you more negative than just certain thing. I mean, I like explain myself. I mean, I like, you know that way, the bag of talking more time, me not like it, so we just avoid it. You know that way? Yeah, but
you don't like
I'm not
it.
part of the job, but we just not like it more time.
I know, so the fans, the 4 fans, them like to hear when you talk, and you can't hear from you.
True
What
that.
you have to say.
True that. Say if I talk my real story, the earth shake in a real life. Like if I talk my real, the man I can tell if I talk my real story in a music. Some people don't ever understand some things where I go through and, you know, like even if things that people talk about, I don't know about true, you know, I not come on internet and social media and defend myself most of the ways. You know, people feel like from them hear certain thing about Idonia. So it go. You know, so whole heap of things, like if we talk the real thing, the ground shake, man, busting a two.
One thing for sure, Donia and his team timed this interview perfectly last weekend for his 20th anniversary show. Look, me get where I say about negativity, but sometimes there are questions that have to be asked, and some artists deem it negative because it's not something them wish to talk about. But as a journalist, you have to ask. Anyway, with that said, I honestly believe that interviews and connecting with the fans are extremely important nowadays. In my opinion, that is the difference between having shared fans, which are fans of dancehall in general, where just like a song where you do, or a few of your songs them, or a fan base where these people become your fans. But how did you become loyal? And notice the keyword loyal. Loyal, JOP, Gaza, Gully, Vendetta, Genocide fan, or whoever you rep. Is it just their consistency in dropping bangers, or is it their songs along with interviews and how them interact with their fans in person and on social media? Hit up the comments and share your thoughts. Now, as promised, we're going to end with some highlights from Idonia's show last weekend in New York at the UBS Arena. And as we mentioned earlier, it was a stellar lineup headlined by Idonia with featured acts such as Sizzla, Movado, Governor Sham, Shensia, Jada Kingdom, and more. Check the levels.
It's gonna be some problems in here. Watch this stuff. Who's that? Boss! And I'm coming to war today. I can't see. I'm not doing one job. Motherfucker!
Big up to Idonia and his entire team for putting on a great event marking his 20th anniversary, and big up to every artist that was a part of the lineup. Another big win for dancehall. Now, whether you attended the show or based on the highlights you see on social media, which performance was your favorite? Hit up the comments and share your thoughts. So Sprag Benz, who was booked for Idonia's 20th anniversary show at the UBS Arena, he was at the venue but never performed. Now, while at the venue, Sprag shared this video.
Later, you know.
And then after the event, Sprag Benz posted this pic along with this caption: "Apologies goes out to the fans who came to see me at UBS Arena. I am very disappointed as I was ready and prepared and my DJ was on stage. I won't cast blame, although I do hope the promoters can shed more light as to what really happened and why." So right there you hear Spragga outline that, him not cast no blame, but him just hope the promoters can shed more light. So was Idonia the promoter of his 20th anniversary event? And why didn't Spragga Benz perform? So many questions, but hit up the comments and share your thoughts. Now, Vybz Kartel's highly anticipated sold-out show in Costa Rica never happened. According to Cartel, the promoters them never get the requisite permits to stage the event. Check the levels.
Costa Rica, I'm leaving. Sorry, the promoter didn't get the permit, so there will be no show. So I'm out.
No, that's an unfortunate and expensive mistake. Not true. I mean, we also see where the promoters on the day of the event, on May 3, like them a try to make it work. Check the levels.
En este momento estamos presentando una medida cautelar con el fin de que permitan el ingreso del artista Vybz Kartel. Esperamos en unas cuantas horas, de acá a eso de las 5 o 6 de la mañana, tenerles el resultado específico y nuevamente confirmarles que el concierto no se ha suspendido.
And we see where Cartel also apologized to him fans in Costa Rica.
This is Vybz Kartel, and on behalf of the promoters and myself, I'd like to apologize to the people of Costa Rica for not being able to be at the show tonight. Now, we know it was a very well anticipated event, but it was something that the promoter and I tried assiduously to solve, but to no avail. But we are working closely in seeing how we can best resolve the problem. But until then, Costa Rica, look out for Vybz Kartel in the future. That is the greatest.
Look here, at least Cartel left the door open, telling fans that sometime in the near future, but that's definitely a hard lesson for the promoters because your permit should at least be secured way before you sell your first ticket. Not true, but drop your thoughts in the comments. On the note of shows, Movado's concert at the O2 in London for this weekend, May 10, has been cancelled. So we see where both Live Nation and O2 share that the event is cancelled, ticket sales halted, but no explanation was given for the cancellation. And, as you may know, the event headlined by Movado would also feature Chronic Law and Vanessa Bling. But why you think Movado's O2 show was cancelled? Could it be artist fees, ticket sales? I don't know. Hit up the comments and share your thoughts. But while some shows are being postponed and cancelled, Bounty Killer is booked for the Barclays Center. CJ Milan, the promoter of Reggae Fest, who booked Cartel for his historic sold-out back-to-back shows at the Barclays Center, is the same promoter that booked Bounty Killer for the Barclays on July 5. Killer shared a post of the flyer along with this caption on Instagram. They said, "Belief kills and it cures. So believing on a self, youth. Look at me now. Faith too real. From Baltimore Ballroom to Barclays Center, New York." And right there is the ghost interacting with the post. And I said, this is going to be epic. But you think Bounty Killer will perform with a band or am I going to use tracks? And who you want to see giant killer on stage? Jump in the comments and share your thoughts. So Buju Bantan, while doing an interview with TVJ's Debbie Bissoon at the Best of the Best launch in Miami, him saying one the next generation to take a page out of them book and nobody clown out the thing. Check the levels.
I learn from people. I learn from Shaba. I learn from Ninja Man. I learn from all the greats who went before me. Flower Gun, Red Dragon, Daddy Lizard, Clement Irie, all the greats who went, Joseph Wales. And here we are now today. We want the next generation to at least take a page from our book so they can bring this music further, so the next generation after them can have a music. It's not my position or my place anymore to tell people what to do or how to do anything. I try to warn my people when it comes to the vaccine. I was lambasted and cursed now. In the aftermath of that, I don't think I want to do that anymore. To each your own, but for the interest of the music, there's stuff that we need to do. I don't give a not about a guy's personal life. You know what I mean? Just don't clown out this.
So right there, you basically hear Buju say, each one teach one, and how him learn from the legends who paved the way. Do you agree with Buju? Hit up the comments and share your thoughts. So Spice, Octane, and D'Angel are some of the entertainers calling for justice for 11-year-old Adriana Young, whose body was found in the now destroyed Doubleday Hotel in Guyana. Spice in a video said hats off to the people of Guyana, and she said that she too is standing for justice.
It's so heartbreaking to see what has happened to little Adriana. And as a mother, I cried. I was already crying for my friend that died, and then just to see everything every time I scroll, and I've been following up following the situation, following what was happening, following everything, and it just breaks me apart. I always tell people that Guyana is like home for me, my lucky Caribbean island. Guyana gave me one of my biggest songs. But what I see happening with little Adriana is so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. As a mother, may I tell you, wickedness can't done. But justice for little Adriana. But I am very proud of Guyana. Jamaica need to take a page out of Guyana book, because Jamaica has had so much injustice in our system as well. So much heartless, brutal killing to innocent people. And the way almost Guyana really deal with this situation, I commend them so much. So Guyana, my hats off to you. I take my hats off to you, Guyana. I take my hats off to Guyana. I am with you 100%.
And Octane on Instagram, he shared this message to the young family and to the Guyanese community. Some pains are too deep for melodies to reach. My heart weeps with yours for precious Adriana. May Jah wisdom strengthen your spirits through this terrible storm, and may his light guide the path to truth. The voices calling for justice grow stronger each day. Though we cannot bring her back, we stand united that her memory will be honored through justice. #RIP in harmony and hope. And we see D'Angel shared this. No parent deserves to lose their child like this. This is a very sad time for all of us, no matter the distance. Fly high, little angel, and may your soul rest in eternal peace. Guyana, we stand with you for justice for Adriana Young. God nah sleep. My heart goes out to the family and friends that's been affected. We are living in such perilous times, but always remember, good people still exist and God is standing by. The Lord will be with you all, especially the parents. #justice for Adriana. And we also understand that Adriana's family is pushing for a second autopsy and calling for international investigators, inciting mistrust in local authorities. Sad story overall. Condolences to the family. RIP to Adriana Young. And big up to the people of Guyana for standing together in solidarity. Justice for Adriana Young. So dancehall artist Deli is giving thanks following a car accident in Atlanta. On Instagram, Deli shared pics of the accident. He also told Levels that, he's experiencing pain in his shoulder and foot. Deli, we're glad you're okay. And in the caption of the post that Deli shared with the accident, him say, Jaja never fail I yet. And right there in the comments, we see Sean Paul, Buju, and Futa Hype, among the social media users who are reacting. Sean Paul said, Jah guide and protect my G. Hope you're good. Blessings. We see where Buju Bantan say, Max, Awagwan, and Futa Hype say, God a God. Definitely, God's got you covered, Deli Ranks. Life over everything. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, and remember to turn on the notification bell to never miss a second or frame of Levels with me, Kshema. And if you have any burning questions or suggestions for future content, drop them in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay entertained and keep leveling up.